Are you doing things just to make it resume filler? I'm Christy Birchfield. We're looking at Daniel, and we're in chapter 5. And one of the things, I work with a lot of high school students, whether it's teaching or coaching or just interacting. I have a number of high school students that I've helped, talked with, chatted with throughout the years. And recently I was in a conversation with one of them, and the topic of resume fillers came up. And this young person was explaining to me how so many of his peers join or are part of organizations solely so they can put them on their resume. That would hopefully make them more desirable for scholarships or college applications. These people don't really do anything with the organization or try to make a difference with the organization. They just want to be able to say they were part of it, and so that somebody somewhere will give them credit for having been involved. And it got me thinking about the kinds of things that we do to expand our Christian resume. So if we're trying to explain our Christian experience to others, what would we have listed? We've been talking about Daniel, and we've been going through this book systematically, talking about all the incredible truths that are there. And if you've missed any of that, there's a link in the description below. It'll take you to the entire playlist for this series. So make sure to check that out. But today we're in chapter 5. And the new king, King Belshazzar, has had a pretty divine, incredible experience. And a hand has written words on a wall. He has no idea what these words mean. No one he has talked to has been able to tell him what these words mean, and he's trying to find someone who can. The queen has come and said, hey, I know this guy. He helped your father out. And when we get there, the king has now summoned Daniel, and Daniel has come to the king's presence, and the king makes this statement in Daniel chapter 5, verse 14. It says, I have heard that the spirit of the gods is in you, and that you have insight, intelligence, and outstanding wisdom. Well, that's quite a resume. If Daniel were listing all these things of what has he done or accomplished, these could be things that he lists on this. He has the Spirit of God in him. He has insight, intelligence, outstanding wisdom. Well, I'll tell you, that probably won't going to get you very far if you put that on your resume today. But we can know that these are just exactly the kinds of things that leaders absolutely need to have in order to be able to effectively lead. And these are the kinds of things that a Christian and believer needs to have in order to effectively live out the life that Christ desires for us. Now, are you aiming to fill your spiritual resume with the things that truly matter and truly make a difference? Or are you simply going through the motions just so you can tell people that you've been involved in church? I've been at such and such event. I went to this conference, or I attended these things. It doesn't explain what impact it's made in your life and what skills you have as a result of your involvement there. You start to sound like that high school student who's just simply going through the motions in order to make yourself look better to others around you. Are you dedicated and committed to Christ? And does that show when you're around other people? Do other people see that as part of your life? Can you actually put that legitimately on a Christian life resume that you would be building? Don't be looking for things to just add as a resume filler. Be looking for the things that transform your life and bring you closer to Christ. So that just like Daniel, other people will look at your life and say, I've heard that the Spirit of the gods is in you and that you have intelligence, insight, and outstanding wisdom. We'll continue through this story, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.